you are from the Frost team in Padova, and this is your rocket, so could you talk about it?
Absolutely. We are from the University of Padua. We are a group of students that are developing the hybrid technology with a STRAD mindset. So we are completely design, built in-house with our facilities at the university. All of the parts of the rockets, we use no-BA parts with built our own self-electronics part, a power supply with a battery pack with Lion batteries, and we use a parachute with CO2 cartridges system of expulsion and a backup system of black powder. And all is made in carbon fiber, glass fiber, of course, for the OBA. And about the rocket, about the propulsion systems, we use a combustion chamber with a solid grain of paraffin and graphite inside. We vacuum them, so we are actually able to compress the air inside, and we think that set up during the lab building of the components is absolutely important to proceed without any mistakes. We use a tank built by a company we partner with. We have 60 bar and about 30 bar in the CC. We use a graphite nozzle, exactly. And nitrous oxide is the oxidizer. It's a gas which is not as stable as we might think of it. We have to control the temperatures. We use a dedicated control system for the thermal with a PAD system, and yes, it's a all closed cycle, temperature controlled. And the launch pod is another part of it. We have built with a company we partner with a 12 meters launch pod, and we are using actually direct connection between the ground station and the launch pad with the rocket itself. We have all the system from the telecommunication. We are ready for the 3 kilometers apogee at the EuRoC for the next year, or probably 2026. It might be helpful to proceed better with inside improvement of this stage, early stage motor, and we are approaching the first launch with a solid propellant, only for testing all the rocket itself in December. And then we are going to have a static fire like in November, so a month from now. And thanks. If you have any questions, Hector.
Yeah, so you use graphite powder inside of the grain. Is this to increase the opacity of the fuel?
Exactly, that's the point. And we also see that during the manufacturing process, graphite inside is better to substitute the bubble of airs because of it's a solid compound inside of a grain itself. So we vacuum. We actually use also a little bit of epoxy resin to compensate the possible bubble of airs, which can cause the destruction and cracking of the solid grain itself.
Have you thought of using spin casting?
No, not yet. Actually, the C4I company, which is our professor company, it's a Padua company in our city, in our town, and they use spin casting actually. But because of this is an example, a sample with a scale, I think a third of the real grain in dimension. I mean, and they are using it for 10 kilonewton rocketry motor. We are only about 1500 Newton of thrust. So actually we are not using yet because of the simplicity of casting and vacuuming a PVC pipe with inside the grain molds.